All right, we are live and we did it. Guys, listen, we have tracked down the most busy man in America and Canada, launching a new enterprise, launching a coaching company, and we're super honored to have a very special guest speaker on the line with you today to help you build your businesses bigger, faster, stronger. And one of the ways that this man on the line today is going to show you how to do that is by building the right kind of culture, the right kind of team, and the platform in which he has put together over many years of his successful career, and how to do that for you in building your team, but not just any team, not just a fast-growing team, a team that's knitted together with the right culture, the right leadership. And I'm excited to get out of the way as fast as possible. Kim's going to share with you a little bit about who do we actually have in front of us, beautiful.
Yeah, and Ron, maybe you can go into a little bit more extensive background, but if you've never heard of Ron Williams, we get the great honor of introducing him. He has been an important part of our life as we've gotten to know him. He has 25 years of extensive background in our industry. He's worked with some of the major companies, Nu Skin, New Ways, Young Living Essential Oils, and he founded a company, Forever Green, and has recently stepped down. He's pursuing his passion of changing lives through his platform of U of U. He believes we all have, we're created with a destiny, and his passion is to help you achieve your destiny. And I'm going to get out of the way, like we said. Ron, thank you so much. We know how busy you are, and can't wait to learn from you. So go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, buddy. And maybe if there's one other thing that people need to know about you, and then we'd love to share, your nuggets of how to build culture and teams, and we're excited to have you here. So thank you, buddy.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
Awesome. Well, Tom, Kim, it's always fun to align with the two of you. I've always felt a strong connection to both of you. And, I think that our futures are very bright together, and having this conversation with many, many more people as we move forward. So I'm sort of a crazy guy. I was raised by a single powerful mother I'm a product of my environment, a strong mother. And then my first daughter was special. And so I've been mentored by the very, very best. And so once you're raised that way, and you never knew you were poor, once you're raised that way, you realize that community is the currency. And once you figure that out, then you say, okay, let's go do something together. Let's go engage in something bigger than all of us, so none of us get in the way, where there's no ego, there's no entitlement, there's no do me, but rather figure out this notion that service is always greater than salesmanship. And service works every time. So I've learned not to sell. I've just learned to serve and love people. Energy doesn't lie. So it's really about understanding the importance of sourcing who you are and what's sourced by whom you believe in, and letting that permeate through you 24/7. It's a practice, it's a work, and people are drawn and attracted to that kind of stuff. It's not the words that you say, folks. It's not the sentences you put together. It's how people feel when they see and hear you.
That's awesome, Ron. So let's dive in. Talk about, and by the way, one of the reasons why we're bringing up Ron Williams, and maybe we'll tell the story of what's about to happen in Dallas, Texas. Literally, the craziest alignment is happening, and we're going to share that here in a little while. Let's just do it right now.
Yeah.
Let's just make the announcement right now.
Big announcement.
So Ron Williams has U of U. It is a transformational platform, and he can go into more depth on it, of literally transforming people's lives at the core, the root of what people really need to understand to really be the best that they're called to be. And he runs that through U of U. And again, I know he's going to talk about that here, but he was planning on doing a U of U in Dallas, Texas. We were planning on doing our 2-day live event in Dallas, Texas. We had no idea. We knew that he was going to be in the area. We knew that he's doing it for another company, another group of people, but we had no idea that he was doing it in the same exact hotel, in the exact same weekend. And we had no idea. He didn't know we were doing it at that hotel. We didn't know he was doing it. And we said, Ron, this is too big of a coincidence. There's too big of a purpose behind what we're doing. Is there any way that we can hijack your event, combine rooms, get a little bit bigger room, and can we take our clients, our teams, and all different companies around the world, and can we combine it, your amazing U of U, that I know that you could easily charge corporations. I know you've done this for the AAA and all insurance companies, many different network marketing companies, thousands and tens of thousands of people over the years. So I know you've charged money, good amount of money for this. And it's just an honor that we get to offer this as an added value to people that we care about, because I know you care about people. We get to come together on Sunday to be able to have you as an all day. We get to hijack your event at no extra cost to our clients. And Kim and I are pumped. We're always pumped to go to this is our third U of U that we are attending to learn, and we're excited to be there, even though it's, we were planning on doing our event there. So can you talk about what the U of U can do for teams and building that culture, Ron?
For sure. Well, Tom, we want to hijack your event. I've been following what you've been doing for a long, long time, Tom, and I love how you and Kim not only just have all the knowledge and insights, but how you guys walk your talk. I'll never forget when you brought your 4 beautiful daughters to my home, my children, and I was trying to teach my little boy how to sleep in his own room at the time. And I said, Cannon, will you sleep in your own room? And he says, I will if those 4 girls are in there.
Yeah.
So your family just really made quite the impression on my kids, just, because you passed on to them some great things that rubbed off on my children. Well, the U of U is really a conversation that really engages people on an inspirational level. And it starts with children. A lot of people talk about all these things. Oh, going to get motivated. I have no problem with that. But I think motivation is for the uninspired. If you're inspired, yes, you're probably suffering from dream separation, because children are not. Children are connected to their dreams. They light up every room they walk into. They don't doubt. They believe. They're unassuming. They forgive. They accept. That's how children show up. So this idea of act like an adult makes no sense to me. What? Cynical? Survivors? Dream separation? Adults suffer from peer pressure as much as or more than children do. We just hide it a little bit better. So here's the deal. When you're separated from your dreams, no doubt about it, you're surviving. And survivor skills are good to know, but they're not a lifestyle. So the problem is this. We start looking for motivation. You bet you're looking for motivation at that point, because you're separated from your dreams. Of course you're looking for motivation. And it's like putting a Band-Aid on an empty soul. But when we reunite with our purpose and our dreams, when we really make them juicy again, just like when we were kids, we can live in this permanent state of inspiration. And inspiration is self-worth in this context. And the inspired cannot be stopped. I give the story of, think of the times in your life when you were inspired, the first time you fell in love. You know what? Sleep was optional, and you'll deliver those flowers on foot. Okay? And there's never a hesitation. You're inspired. You can't be stopped. The first time you bought a car, I know me. I took on 2 or 3 jobs. I was a lazy teenager, but nope, not that 6 months. I was employee of the month. I came early and left late, and I was making the money to buy that car because I wanted to go on a date with Linda.
With who?
When we buy a car, when we buy our first homes. Come on, let's think about it. We do anything we can to buy that home. We sign paperwork we never thought was imaginable to sign a home, but we do it because nothing will stop us. And mothers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When a mother steps up for her child, nothing can stop that mother. These are windows of inspiration that I'm proposing be a lifetime. And that's the conversation we have here, that we really do teach the recipe in a short amount of time how to be permanently inspired. And the inspired need no motivation. And if you think about it, one last thing I'll make before I turn time back over to you is that when you're separated from your dreams, when our teenagers are separated from their dreams, things happen. Things sometimes that are irreversible happen. The prices that are paid during dream separation are sometimes insurmountable. And when we're separated from our dreams, we lack self-worth, because we are not aligned with our purpose and dreams. And people who lack in self-worth settle for lesser money, settle for lesser diet, settle for lesser relationships. So what we're going to talk about is truly how to illuminate inside out, because that kind of energy attracts. And when you reunite with your purpose and dreams in the most authentic way, you light up like a Christmas tree. And these are the people that people want to marry. make babies with, and go into business with, and the party doesn't start until they arrive. And
Mm.
we think they have something special. No, they have nothing more than we do. They're just aligned to their purpose and dreams, and it shows.
That's so good because it's so different than what you hear from a lot of trainers and even me sometimes. No, you got to learn your scripts. Ron, just give me the steps. No, I just need to learn how to do the steps of network marketing and build a team. And what you're saying is if they get alignment and illuminate with their vision and their purpose, they're going to be attractive. They're not going to have to worry about who they're going to talk to about partnering with them in business.
Yeah, you think less and you be more. That's what it comes down to.
That's awesome. And you've been, just talk real quickly about you of you. You've been doing this. It's been your passion. It's been your purpose because what it does for people's lives. And we've seen what it does for our life. Talk about that a little bit.
U of U started when I directed a movie called Happy Valley. And Happy Valley was designed to address the opiate epidemic that's going on in our country. America consumes 90% of the opiates worldwide. It is a disease. It's claiming good people, not so good people, rich people, poor people, religious families, broken families, strong families. It's indiscriminate. So what happened was the movie was a hit. It won the New York Film Festival. It won Breckenridge. It played to the movie theaters. It got all kinds of fun stuff. And so I was being hired to show up everywhere to speak to law enforcement and kids and companies and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden I thought to myself, if I get up in front of these people and I just talk about opiate addiction, it will be a failure. So I had to learn a conversation that would engage people, that would move and inspire people, where that all of a sudden they wanted to be their greatest self, that their best was their next, that they were not hanging their hats on their victim stories, because people collect victim stories like antiques. And they walk around carrying these antiques thinking that nobody can see them or feel them. And we all can see them. We all can feel them. And then they wonder why people hold themselves small. It's because they hold themselves small themselves. Basically what's happening. And so energy doesn't lie. This is about letting go, that responsible people know that, well, first of all, victims are things happen to me. Responsible is things happen through me. And it's a distinction of those two conversations.
Yeah, it's so good. That's so good. And by the way, if you're just joining us, I'm with one of the top leaders, founder of U of U. He's going to be not a guest speaker, a premier speaker on his entire own event on Sunday that we're partnering with him on this Sunday in Dallas, Texas. Everything's already set on November 10th and 11th in Allen, Texas, right outside of Dallas. Beautiful location, by the way. Incredible food facilities around. Fellowship with some of the top leaders around the world in network marketing are coming just to hear Ron Williams on Sunday alone. If you're partner with us, by the way, go to this website, get more information. You're going to see Ron in there as well as a featured partner of this on his review on Sunday. Go to this website. If someone could type it in for me right now who's watching live, it is PriorityNetworkerEvents.com. Because we have more rooms, the tickets for a very short period of time are $497, but we are radically discounting it because the room size temporarily, while it still lasts, for $97. So we've never, ever in 3 years done an event for $97. They're always $297 to $597. We're doing it because we've got such a big room now and we have more space because of the partnership. So go to PriorityNetworkerEvents.com. Final thoughts?
Yeah, I want to just, because Ron, you kind of touched on it, but I don't want to glaze over the fact that we talked about his business credentials, and he has some of the most extensive experience in our industry, behind the scenes and running a company. But to know him and to meet him, he's one of the most extraordinary men that you will instantly know how much he cares. He's a father. He homeschools his kids on top of everything. He's an award-winning filmmaker that he just touched on, a singer,
we shouldn't give all the secrets away, because when you go there, one thing you're going to know that we didn't even talk about, you will be entertained.
You'll never meet another one. So it truly is. You'll never meet another Ron Williams. So we're so excited and honored to have the privilege of doing this with you, Ron. And yeah, if you have any final thoughts to wrap up with, I know you're running to an appointment.
Well, the U of U, thank you, Kim. The U of U is a multi-sensory experience of sight, sound, color, smell, academia, as well as music. And so, believe it or not, the intention is to really create a sense of recall, that every time your life is happening, you can recall certain things. And the way that happens is through multisensory experience. It's not weird. It's right down the middle. There's nothing weird about it, quite frankly. It's just very creative. So I'm privileged and honored. People say, well, Ron, you don't talk about money enough. Well, look, when you do things right, the money's going to come, because success is relative to a janitor. Success is relative to a CEO. Success is relative to a single mother. It's all relative, folks. When you do it right, you make money. And money makes good people better. It makes not so good people worse. But here's the deal. For me, money is there to serve humanity and not vice versa. Let's go make a lot of it. Let's go make a difference. Let's live our purpose and stop living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Better way to live our purpose. So thank you guys so much. I look forward to being able to share it with you guys the stage, because I've followed you guys for so long, and I think this has worked out just perfectly. Tom, Kim.
Total blessing, total godsend.
So for the person that's teetering, should I go? Should I not go? I don't know. I've got all this. Should I spend the money? What do you say to that one person that's just not sure if they should invest their time and their money to be there come November in Dallas, November 10th and 11th?
Well, it's painful watching people hit their head against the wall in life, the metaphoric wall. It's painful. Your professional skills will never pass your personal development. So think of it that way. When you could expand who you are, you expand your potential. And a lot of people just don't understand that or get that. But this is going to be a very special weekend. I'm looking forward.
So good. Thank you for coming on tonight. Appreciate you very much. Looking forward to being blessed by your training in a couple, 3 weeks from now, 2-3 weeks.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ron. Bye-bye, everybody.